12 steps to keep from getting your account hacked. Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. Question I got some time ago. My account has been hacked into several times. If I'm able to recover it, it just gets hacked again. Sometimes I can't recover it, and I have to start all over with a new account. What can I do to stop all this from happening? So I don't get this specific question a lot, but I really wish that I did. What I get instead, of course, are the repeated, "I've been hacked, please recover my account password for me," which, for the record, I cannot do, no matter how often or how nicely or not so nicely I'm asked. The only salvation is prevention, and this applies to email, social media, and pretty much any online account you have. So, what can you do to make sure your account doesn't get hacked in the first place? Number one, select a good password. Honestly, you'd be shocked at how easy many passwords are to guess. Your pet's name spelled backwards, your favorite TV character's catchphrase, your boyfriend or girlfriend's name, or "I love" followed by that name, and so on. Chances are that if you think people can't guess it, you are wrong. They can, and they will. "I love Mikey" is a bad password. J77A sharp QC at tilde 5F9D, whatever. You get the idea. That's a great password. But you can see the problem. Great passwords are hard to remember. So you may compromise. Avoid single or pairs of full English words or names unless you make a longer pass phrase of at least 3, preferably 4 or more words. Include a mix of upper and lowercase characters and numbers, and make sure that the password is at least 16 characters long. Macintosh is bad. Mac7T0SHB00K, based on the easy-to-remember Macintosh book, might be good. Honda Prelude is bad, but SILBRPRE700D6, based on Silver Prelude 6, might be okay. Bottom line, pick a random-looking password that you can remember and that they would never guess, and assume that they are really, really great guessers. For more on this, I have an article called "Your 6 Strongest Practical Password Techniques Ranked." Number 2, protect that password. A scenario I see much too often starts with, "I thought I could trust my boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, coworker, so I gave them my password. Then we had an argument." How much damage can someone do if they're angry with you and they have the password to your account? A lot. It's simple. Trust no one. I'm serious about this. Your friends are your friends until one day they're not. Now, naturally, there are exceptions, but if there's the least little bit of doubt, don't reveal your password, especially if someone is pressuring you to do so. For more on this, see the article, "The Biggest Risk to Your Privacy." Number 3, set and protect your secret answers. It's fallen out of favor as not being particularly secure, but a few systems still use secret questions and answers as a key to account recovery or a password reset. The problem is that many people choose secret answers that nearly anyone can guess or easily find out. Here's a trick. There's nothing that says your answer has to correspond to the question. Pick an answer that's unrelated to the question. Perhaps your city of birth should be Crayola or Chardonnay or Windows Explorer. Treat secret answers like another password. Make it long, obscure, and completely unrelated to the question and impossible for someone to guess. As long as you can remember it when it's needed, doesn't matter what it is. For more here, see how to choose good security questions. Number 4, set and maintain alternate email addresses. Many services use one or more alternate email addresses to mail you a password recovery link if you forget your password. You must set this up before you need it. Make sure to configure that option using an email account on a different system. Create and use a Yahoo account for your Outlook.com alternative email, for example. Second, don't lose the alternate account. For many systems, if you can't access that alternate email account, well, you can't get your password back for your primary account and you will not be able to recover it. Remember to log into that alternate account every so often to keep it from being shut down for inactivity. I have seen too many people lose their alternate email address or let the account lapse and find themselves totally out of luck when they really need it to recover their primary account. For more on this, the article, please set up and maintain account recovery information. Number 5, set and maintain mobile or other telephone numbers. This is similar to the alternate email address and can be used in place of one if you've configured it beforehand. Once again, you must set this up before you need it. If you can't access your account, the service will text you a recovery code. If you don't text or have a text-capable phone, some services can call you with an automated voice recording of the recovery code. You can then enter the code, proving you have access to the phone number you previously configured as belonging to that account to regain access. Keep this number up to date. Again, I regularly hear from people who have lost access to their accounts permanently because the phone number they originally configured is no longer theirs. Also, keep in mind that this number must be able to reach you where you are and may even be triggered as an additional security measure if you travel outside of your normal area. If that's not possible, configure some other form of security, such as the alternate email I mentioned, or other techniques offered by your service provider. For more on this topic, see a one-step way to lose your account forever. Number 6, enable two-factor authentication. Two-factor or multi-factor authentication is the current holy grail when it comes to account security. With two-factor properly enabled, hackers cannot get into your account even if they know the password. The second factor that proves you are who you say you are is typically a mobile app that provides a random number on demand, which you must provide when you log in, or a text message sent to a phone number you configure when you set up the account, which you then also enter at login. Once logged in, you can disable the requirement on machines you use frequently. Hackers are not able to provide the second factor, so they can't get in. You can dive deeper into this with two-factor authentication keeps the hackers out. Number 7, other provider-specific techniques. Some providers have additional recovery techniques. For example, you can create a recovery code for your Microsoft account that you save somewhere safe and use to recover the account. Look for options like these or others within the services you use regularly. And remember, you gotta set them up before you need them. For more on this specific one, see Recover Your Microsoft Account Later by setting up a recovery code now. Number 8, use a different password on every site. I've written about this extensively. It's important to use different passwords on each of your important sites. If a hacker manages to discover your password on one account, they will absolutely try your username and password or email and password on a multitude of other services. If you used the same password on another service they happen to try, that account will quickly be hacked as well. Password managers like 1Password, Bitwarden, and others are excellent ways to maintain multiple complex passwords for multiple sites without needing to remember them yourself. For more on this topic, see why is it important to have different passwords on different accounts. Number 9, use a password manager. Now, I get that hard to guess is at odds with easy to remember, and both are at odds with not reusing passwords. That's where password managers, also called vaults or safes, come in. If you forget your password, forget the answer to your secret question, lose access to your alternate email account, or somehow lose the ability to use any of the password recovery mechanisms provided by the service, well, to put it bluntly, you're SOL, severely out of luck. Don't forget your own password. Don't forget the answer to your own secret questions. If you must write your information down, keep it in a secure place. A sticky note on your monitor or under your mouse pad is not secure. Your wallet might be secure. A locked cabinet or safe might be secure. A properly encrypted file on your computer might be secure. But remembering all this information securely, that's exactly what password managers are designed to do for you. For more, see Are Password Managers Safe? Number 10, be skeptical. You should never be asked to email anyone your password. Ever. You should never be asked to hand over a two-factor code at any time other than when you're signing in via the official site interface. Common phishing attempts threaten you with account closure unless you respond to the email with information about your account, like your login name and password. These emails are bogus. Mark them as spam and ignore them. Any email that requires you to respond with information that includes your password is almost certainly a phishing scam. Similarly, many phishing scams try to get you to click on a link to do something important relating to your account. Instead of taking you to the service, they take you to a fake page that looks like the service, but instead is a page designed to capture your username and password when you try to log in. If you have any doubts, don't click the link in the email. Instead, go to the service in question yourself using your web browser. If there's something important, it'll almost certainly be presented there. For more on this topic, see Phishing, How to Know It When You See It. Number 11, remember that free services have little to no support. The vast majority of the account hacks that I hear of, hacks where people are ultimately unable to recover their accounts, involve free services with little to no support. There may be a knowledge base or some kind of peer-to-peer support forum, but there is rarely someone to email and almost never someone to call. You are responsible for your own account security. It's often true and certainly safest to assume that no one will help you should something go wrong. That means it's up to you to take the preventative measures I've outlined and keep your information up to date as things change. For more on this, see Are Free Email Services Worth It? Number 12, final one. Learn from your mistakes. If you realize that the answers to your secret questions are obvious, or you no longer have access to your alternate email address, or you never set one up, or you no longer have access to your old mobile number, or never set one up, or your passwords are short and lame, and you use the same one everywhere, fix it now, before it's too late. Trust me, if you get hacked, it's for one of those reasons, or you lose access to your hacked account because you didn't bother to prepare, you'll kick yourself. You may very well lose access to that account and all its data forever. Now, I've mentioned a number of articles. You'll find links to those articles in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. For updates, for comments, for all of these links and more, visit askleo.com/2641. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.